Hello friends, it's me, Drew the College-ologist. Today we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite subjects to talk about, ETSU. Now for full disclosure, as you know in the field of science, especially college-ology, we're not supposed to have any type of bias. So I do have to admit that I did attend East Tennessee State University. Now that we've removed all bias, we can be talking about the details of ETSU. ETSU is a four-year university where you can obtain a bachelor's degree. You can go on, they have all types of degree options. They have basically every major you could possibly want. And they also have master's degrees and doctoral programs if you want to go on. But for the most part, most students there are undergrad, which means that they're getting a bachelor's degree. It's in Johnson City, right in the middle of downtown Johnson City. Please go drive by campus if you get the opportunity to, or do a walking tour. Those are being offered. It's a great campus to go walk down. So of course the first thing that you need to do is apply. The ETSU application will be free starting Monday, September 14th to Friday the 25th. So the ETSU application is going to be 100% free. Normally it's a $25 charge, but they're waiving it for you. You just need the access code WELCOMEHOME21, and that'll wipe away the application fee. So please apply. Even if you're barely considering ETSU, please apply because it's free. Why not? I'm going to link a video of the walkthrough of the actual ETSU application. That video will be linked to this video, so please check it out. It's a super easy application. It takes 10 minutes of your time. And after you apply, please have your transcript sent to ETSU. You can ask your counselor, the counseling secretary, or me to send your transcripts off. That'll get you fully admitted as a student. Other important dates, if you don't apply with one of these next 2 weeks, you need to make sure that you've applied by December 15th because that's the scholarship deadline. You need to apply by then in order to receive any scholarships. Next semester, there's going to be something called a general scholarship application that you need to fill out, and that applies you for all the extra 100 scholarships that ETSU has, all types of random scholarships. That will be due March 1st, so it's open between January and March 1st. And of course, as always, October 1st is when the FAFSA opens up. Please list ETSU on your FAFSA if you applied to ETSU. And so first off, we're going to be talking about how much ETSU costs. And I promise you, ETSU is a lot more affordable than what most people think. So some level of ETSU is affordable. If you want to start at Northeast State and then transfer, if you want to go right into ETSU, ETSU can be a very affordable school. With ETSU, like every other college, in order to be sitting in class in the fall, there's two things that you have to pay for. There's tuition, which is the cost of your classes, and there's fees, which is the cost of being a student. If you live on campus, you have to pay for your dorm room, a meal plan, on and on and on. But just to be a student, you have to pay for two things. And there's no shame in staying at home. If you want to go to ETSU in your local, by all means stay at home. That's such a cheap option. There's no shame in that. That's what I did, a certified college-ologist. So please keep that in mind. Don't spend a lot, and you can live in apartments somewhere close to ETSU if you have a bit of a drive. Please save money where you can. Okay, but the first thing that ETSU charges you is tuition. So I'm going to go over ETSU. This is the cost of ETSU per semester. College is just like high school. You have fall semester and then you have spring semester. You pay for each of those and their individual classes separately. So this is what it looks like per semester. So tuition at ETSU, that's $37.80 a semester. Then you have student fees. This is paying for everything student-wise. Okay, so that's your printer access, library, football stadiums, cutting the grass, all that kind of nice stuff that makes ETSU look good is student fees. And so at ETSU, that's $960 a semester. Now keep in mind that there are more charges than just this. Okay, this is what you have to pay, but then after that, of course, you have to pay for books. And there's also something called course fees. So depending on what your major is, what classes that you're in, there's going to be different course fees attached. So say if you have an intro biology class, there's a biology access fee that you have to pay. Budget around $400 a semester for that. It's different every semester depending on what classes that you're in. But just keep in mind, keep a budget of around $400 for extra books and fees. Like total is $47.40 a semester. So what helps us pay this kind of money? What helps us pay for college? Well, that's financial aid scholarships. I'm going to give you just kind of a little bit of an overview of what it looks like to pay for ETSU. Number one, if you have a 3.0 GPA or a 21 ACT score, if you have either one of those things, you have the Hope Scholarship. So you're already $1,000 there. You already have $1,000 in your college bank account. Okay? And I'm going to give you guys, since I went to this school, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what my financial aid looks like, so it gives you guys kind of idea of what it takes to pay for ETSU. So I had the Hope Scholarship. I had a 3.0 GPA or 21 ACT, so I had the Hope Scholarship, and that's $2,250 a semester for Hope. Freshman and sophomore year, it's $1,750 a semester, and then it increases by $500 to $2,250 your junior and senior year. And so it starts off a little bit less, but then it goes way up. ETSU has a list starting at a 22 ACT all the way to a 30. They're called APS scholarships at ETSU, and there's a whole range of them with different amounts depending on what your ACT score was, what your high school GPA was, and because of those things, you receive an APS scholarship. And so just for example, I had the Provost Scholarship, so I got $2,000 a semester. So that was $2,000 for my APS scholarship. And some of you guys might have more scholarships than me. Some of you guys might have less scholarships than me. Everyone's financial aid is different. I'm just giving you an overview of what mine looked like, so it gives you an idea of how to get paid for. Me specific, both my parents are public school teachers, and so if you have a parent that works for the state of Tennessee or are public school teachers, you get a tuition discount. So it's 25% off of tuition, teacher discount. So I had $51.95 coming to me in financial aid every semester, but ETSU only costs $47.40 a semester. So I walked away with $455 in my pocket every semester. So I had ETSU completely paid for. Okay, so I had it really well off. Like I said, it's different for everybody. Some of you might have scholarships to me. I might have had a better ACT score. You might get the Pell Grant. So like just for instance, if I got the full Pell Grant amount for my FAFSA, add $3,100 on top of this. So I would have come away with $3,500 in my pocket every semester. So ETSU can be super affordable, okay? Please keep it open as an option, whether or not you need to start at Northeast State or go right into ETSU, or if you want, whatever you guys want to do, just please know that some version of ETSU is affordable if you want to go and obtain your 4-year degree. After you apply, you're going to get your acceptance letter in the mail, and in your acceptance letter, it's going to have your login for your GoldLink portal, which is your student portal, where all your student information is going to be housed. And after you apply, your admissions counselor, your ETSU admissions counselor, they'll be getting in contact with you. They'll be emailing you, texting you, sending you reminders the rest of the semester. Always feel free to come ask me questions. I love talking about ETSU. Feel free to email me at any point if you want to talk about it, if you're considering it. If you want me to do a walkthrough of how much it's going to cost you to go to that school, just email me and I can whip that up for you. Also, the ETSU website has a bunch of awesome resources on there. You can look through all the different majors offered, scholarship questions. The last test date that you can do the ACT is the December test date, so please, for scholarship purposes. So please make sure to take your final ACT again before December. I know we're all going to take it together this month for the in school, but if I was you, I'd probably try to take it again. That is ETSU. I'm always here if you have questions about it. It's a wonderful school, and go Bucks.